Welcome and welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Corey, and today we have part 2 of my becoming an NBA GM on draft night video. If you checked out my last video, we did all of the lottery teams, going one by one at each pick to see what it's like being an NBA GM on draft night and the decisions you have to make, whether you want to trade up, trade down, what prospect are you picking at that pick. So it was really fun, and this is just the second part of that video. This is all the playoff teams, the non-lottery teams, even some teams that didn't even have a first round pick. I did them as well. I think the Pacers and another team didn't have a draft pick at all. I just left them alone. But yeah, the rest of the teams are in this video. Quick note, I will be going live on Tuesday on draft night. So if you want to check that out, make sure you sub up, turn them noti bells on so you know when I do go live. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and let's get into the video. Starting off with one of those teams, we had the New Orleans Pelicans, who gave up their first round pick this year for the Derek Queen trade last year. So they will only be picking here in the second round, I believe, like late second round. We're just gonna see what falls there. Maybe we can trade up in the second round and grab somebody, but we just gonna probably just see how the cards fall there in the late first or in the late second. Excuse me. Terrence Reed is still falling. Is he still there? Can I pause it? No. It's fine. We're just gonna see how pick number 58 falls. Sergio Delaria is still here. Jacoby Gillespie, I like him a lot. Let's see. Darian Williams, Peter Suter, shout out to him. I think we're just gonna go with Delaria. If he's here in the late first, I think that this is like a steal. I think this is a steal. Really, really good guard. Obviously, like I said earlier, I forgot who we picked him for, but really, really skilled guard, wing. So to be able to get him at 58, that's cool. So we get an A+ there. Moving along to the Portland Trailblazers, who, do they even have a pick? No, the Portland Trailblazers do not have a pick, and neither do the Indiana Pacers. So we're gonna skip past. I don't think Phoenix has a pick either, do they? Oh no, they have an early first. So moving on to the Phoenix Suns. Obviously, we know how their roster is. Devin Booker and I think they're bringing back Colin Gillespie. I think, what's his name? Mark Williams, excuse me. I don't think they're gonna pick up his option. I think they're gonna go ahead with, and go with their center they got last year from Duke. So sitting at pick 47, that's pretty late, but we'll see who falls here. I'm gonna slow this down a little bit. We'll see who falls, and maybe we can trade up, quite possibly. Christian Anderson, Cole Pete, Allen Graves. Is he still gonna be here if I pause? Oh, Cole Pete goes 40. I was gonna trade up and get them Cole Pete, but at this point we may as well just kind of stand pat at 47 and see what we can get. At 47, a lot of center options. Let's see what we have for point guards. I'm gonna go Jacoby Gillespie. I think that he can come in and provide some scoring, some defense. Obviously, as we see, 2 steals per game. Obviously, a lot to be desired from the 3-point line, but to be a backup 3 or a backup 1 behind Colin Gillespie / Devin Booker, I think if you're picking him there at 47, I think it's a good get. And that's all their picks, I believe. Yep, and we get a C+ for that. Not sure why if we get a B+ grade on Gillespie. Moving along to the Philadelphia 76ers, who do have a first round pick at 22. A lot of people are mocking Chris Sinak here, and I'm hoping that's exactly who we're able to pick, because I think that's a perfect pick for the Philadelphia 76ers, and that's exactly where he goes. You get some size at the 4, you get some projected shooting, some versatile defending, and you get Joel Embiid some help back there in that front court. Is that all their picks? I believe. So we just go ahead and get through that. We get a B. Once again, not sure how. If we had a B+. Christian Anderson, Dalen Swain probably would have been good, but I don't think Christian Anderson goes here, considering they have VJ and Tyrese Maxey. I don't think they need to draft another guard, but hey, what do I know? Does Orlando have a pick? Let's see. They have a late second. we're gonna go ahead and get Orlando about the way. In terms of like a fit, I think maybe you could go big, possibly, or probably guard, probably point guard. But I don't think any like point guard that will fall to this point would play except for except for Malik Thomas. But I don't think he falls to 46. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, I don't think any point guard at this point would like really play for you. So I'm not really too sure about that. I think they probably just go like center depth. Felix Akpara, excuse me, would be a really good play here. Super athletic, can guard multiple positions, a rebounder, can put the ball in the basket if you give it to him right there. Really good shot blocker. So we're gonna go with him. He has I think he's 61st in their big board, but I think he's probably gonna go a lot higher than that on draft night. We get an F there, but I'm not really looking at these grades at this point. Moving on to the Toronto Raptors at pick number 19, and I think they also have a second rounder. But at pick number 19, I'm looking guard or big, and I think Ibuka Corey would be really good for them. I think if Morris Johnson could possibly fall to them, it'd be really good. Hans Steinbach right there would be really good. I had him in my last mock going to them. And here we are at 19. Ibuka Corey, I believe, is gone. Yep, Ibuka Corey's gone. Steinbach's still here. Quainance is still here. He could also be really good for them. But LeBaron Fallon's still here. I think that they would go him if he falls, but I picked him a couple times. Let's go with Jaden Quainance. Obviously, the injury concerns are there, but his defensive tape is absolutely like ridiculous. So if you have a chance to get him at 19, I think that's solid value to help you out in your front court. Not really too much size necessarily, but I think it's solid value nonetheless. And here at pick number 50, I don't know. I think this is probably like something that you can trade out of maybe. Yeah, let's just trade that to Indiana so they can get up into the draft. But yeah, I don't really know the pick there, but trade out, get a second rounder for the next year. We get an A+ grade on that. Moving along to the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are picking at number 28 in the first round and also have a late second round pick. This is another pick that I think is probably not going to be made by the Minnesota Timberwolves, as I think they're probably going to use this and either Julius Randle or Rudy Gobert and package this to go get a star next to Anthony Edwards. But we'll see what we can do. I think if Malik Thomas falls here, that'd be really great, or one of those guards falls here, that'd be really great for them. And it's looking like that's going to be the case here. Let's go ahead and pick Bennett Sturts. I think he can come in, obviously can contribute right away. A 4-year college player, did it at every single level that he was at. Can come in, be steady, can knock the 3-ball down. He's not a high usage point guard. He can play off ball with Ant. So I think that's a really good spot there for Bennett Sturts and the Minnesota Timberwolves if they choose to keep that pick. They also have a second round pick at 59. Can we trade that? I honestly don't really want to pick at 59 if I'm gonna be completely honest, but if we have to, we have to. If not, you know what, let's just sim to the end, because I really don't care for picking at 59 and they pick Seth Trimble, so we get an A+. So yeah, I appreciate you, assistant GM, for going and getting Seth Trimble and getting us an A+ grade there. Moving on to the Houston Rockets, who have 2 second round picks. Here we are at pick number 39 with the Houston Rockets. A lot of options. I don't think Kobe will be here this late. I think he's probably going to go no further down than 31 with the New York Knicks. And obviously he's probably going to go first round maybe. But Henry Vasar's here, and you get some front court help who can also stretch the floor and shoot the ball. 42% from 3, I think, on only 3 attempts, but really good shooter. Is still a lob threat, is solidly athletic, is a solid rim protector, can rebound the ball, and obviously, as we know, 17 points per game. He can score the ball. So getting him at pick 39, where I think he's a first round talent and will probably go to like Los Angeles or Boston in the first round, you can't complain about that at all. We also have pick number 53. And I think if we're late here and there's a Houston guy, I think that you probably just go with a Houston guy. But is he gone? Are they both gone? Yeah. Uzan's gone. Wasn't there another one? Sharp went first round. Okay. Wow. Emmanuel Sharp goes in the first round. So I still think you go point guard, and I think you go a stout, steady point guard, and I think that would be Jaden Bradley. So another A plus. We're getting a lot of A pluses on these second rounds and stuff, but that's probably because a lot of guys are falling that probably aren't going to fall on draft night. But hey, at the same time, who knows? Anybody could fall, anybody could rise, anybody could do anything in the NBA draft. Moving on to the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have pick number 29. We have some solid options here. Cole Pete, Isaiah Evans, Joshua Jefferson. Isaiah Evans could provide some shooting. I think that would be really good for them. But I think to kind of fit the physicality department, I think Cole Pete would probably be the pick here. I don't think he's the point of attack defender that you can get, but like they said here, an Aaron Gordon type who can, get in the paint and bang with the big boys. And if he can figure out his shot, I mean, man, that would be a really, really good prospect to have there. I believe that this is their only pick. So yeah, their only pick. We get an A plus for that as well. Just racking up the A pluses as we're going to move on to the NBA champion New York Knicks. Kind of provide that same type of value, or get like a wing like a Landry Shamet who can come in and defend and do what he did and shoot the ball like he did. I think Isaiah Evans would be interesting here. If Jaden Quainess is here, I don't know. I think that they will probably look more towards somebody that can come in and contribute now and, be able to give them really good value. Terrence Reed wouldn't be a bad idea. Zuby Ejiofor here at 24, or even there at, they had the first pick in the second round. So maybe we'll go after him in the first pick of the second round. But I think Isaiah Evans, the shooter that he can be next to Jalen Brunson and those guys, I think that's a really, really good pick there at 24. And we're just going to hope that Zuby Ejiofor falls to the first pick of the second round so we can keep him in New York. And we had a pick at 55, didn't even realize, but hey, we get a B here. Isaiah Evans went one spot higher. Zuby Ejiofor went right, and Malice Uzan, we reached for that. Anyways, moving on from the NBA champions to the Los Angeles Lakers. Do they have a first round? Yep, they have a first round pick at 25. I'm thinking, like I said before, Henry Vassar would be really good. Can space the floor and can be a lob threat. If Dalen Swain is a guy that falls here, I think he could be really good. A shooting wing, a defending wing, next to Luka, who we know that's what he needs around him, shooting and defending. Those are really the two guys that I'm looking to fall or to be here at 25. And is Vassar gone? Vassar just went 23, and it looks like Dalen Swain is still here. So I'm not even going to waste any more time. We're just going to go straight with Dalen Swain, and I believe that is our only pick of this draft. A good pick nonetheless. He was a junior? I thought he was a sophomore. Anyways, Dalen Swain, really, really good pick for the Los Angeles Lakers, especially if he falls down to 25. Moving on to the Denver Nuggets, who have pick 26, I believe. Yep, they have pick 26. Are you going to try and go get a guard off the bench that can give you a scoring punch, like a Christian Anderson if he falls? Or, I mean, hey, Christian Anderson, if he falls, and falls he does. We're going to go ahead and grab Christian Anderson, 40% from three, 47% from the field, 7 assists per game, can come in and be an offensive engine off the bench. Or even, I believe, you can probably play him and Jamal Murray at the same time. And they also have a late second round pick. I'm going to go ahead and skip that. I'm not going to lie. I don't really know where they would go. And again, they go Seth Trimble. What is up with Seth? I mean, I love Seth Trimble, UNT fan, but what's up with that? Anyways, moving along to the Boston Celtics. A lot of rumblings about them getting Giannis, possibly. They also have pick number 27, so maybe they don't even pick here if they win the Giannis sweepstakes. I think you go big. And Vassar is still here. So we're going to go ahead and pick Henry Vassar here at pick number 27 for the Boston Celtics. Now we also have a second round pick number 40. Now this is where I would probably go wing or guard. Hopefully to maybe replace Derek White. And did he just go? No, he didn't. Quadir Copeland, I think, could be and come in and be a Derek White replacement, especially if he can shoot that 40% from three. Now, I doubt that that's going to happen, but if he can shoot that 40% from three, there's no doubt in my mind he can come in and be a Derek White type of player for them in the future or even in the right now. Moving on, we only have 3 teams left. The Detroit Pistons. Or we only have 2 teams left. We already did OKC. So the Detroit Pistons here at 21. We have LeBaron Fallon who's here. Hans Steinbach is here. Christian Anderson's here. Malik Thomas is here. For the sake of repetition or lack, or the sake of like not repeating picks, I'm not gonna pick any of these guys. I think Malik Thomas could possibly be in play there. Isaiah Thomas could be, or not Isaiah Thomas, Isaiah Evans could possibly be to play there. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Malik Thomas here. I'm gonna go with Malik Thomas just for the sake of not repeating too many picks. Obviously, if Christian Anderson's there, they're gonna go grab him. If Ben Sturt's there, they're probably gonna go grab him. Like I said, if Ibuka Okori's there, I think that's like their dream pick there at that spot, and that's all the picks that they have, I believe. Yep. So we get a D. Wow, nuts. Anyways, I'm not really paying too much attention to that. Our last team, the San Antonio Spurs, coming off an NBA Finals appearance. They have 3 picks in this draft, 2 second rounders and pick number 20. It's looking like Chris Nack Jr. is going to be here for us. I think they could also go a Dalen Swain. I think they could also go a Koa Pete for the upside. And obviously we know the Spurs developmental system is probably one of the best in the NBA. So Koa Pete is a really good shot there. But if you're asking me, I think Chris Nack Jr. probably has more upside than even a Koa Pete. I think offensively he was very limited in the Houston system. I think that he could probably be like an AD type of guy. I don't know if he's going to get to that level, but he can be an AD type of player in this league where he can shoot the ball, stretch the floor a little bit, and be a really, really good rim protector, and even be able to defend on the perimeter a little bit. I don't think that they make all of these picks, so can I trade up maybe? Let's just boom, 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 boom. Sacramento Kings. We're just moving up one spot just to, I don't know, just because. Whatever, that's fine. Moving up to 34. Last pick of the video. Fuck it. Ben Sturts. He's not gonna be there, but fuck it. Let's just go get Ben Sturts at the top of the second round, and we get an A+ there. Oh man. It is tough being an NBA GM, and all I did was sit here and click buttons on a computer. So I can only imagine the mental gymnastics that these GMs and the front offices go through. But that was really fun. Shout out to No Ceilings. Like I said earlier in the video, ncmockdraft.com if you want to do one yourself. If you enjoyed this video, man, make sure you leave a like, sub up, turn that noti bell on. Like I said, I will be live on draft night. I'm not sure exactly what time, but it will be a little bit before the draft. So if you want to tune into that, like I said, sub up, turn that noti bell on. Let me know in the comments what you would have done if you were the GM of your favorite NBA team. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'm out.